How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Gangi, host of Tear Talk. 2 officers got assaulted today. Both working for the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections. One in SCI Somerset, one in SCI Frackville. Officer in SCI Somerset taken out with a lock and a sock. The officer in SCI Frackville stomped on. Broken eye socket, lost teeth, broken ribs. We're vulnerable. I get all excited today to watch the prison reform that's being headed by Jared Kushner of the Trump administration. Thinking, okay, we're going to get some positive change because Trump administration seems to be very pro-law enforcement. I don't see that. I see, again, the push for programming. And we know, listen, programs are out there. They exist. Can't force people to take programming. That's the problem. But if you want us to do things effectively, you have to give us the staffing to do that. You can't cut 6,000 and then expect that you're going to implement all these programs and expect it to be ran effectively. You're doing it backwards. Protect staff so they can provide an environment that's conducive to programming. That would work. Protect staff so they can protect the inmates. We're in such a rush and desperation led by money that we're willing to jump on these decisions. And at the end of the day, you're just leaving us vulnerable because at the end of the day, what's going to save our lives and going to protect us, and ultimately that's going to be the right thing to do, is going to cost money. And it seems like everybody's avoiding that. 2 officers majorly assaulted today. And all I'm hearing about is programming. You know, Trump, I thought you were going to be pro-law enforcement. I thought that you would, you know, just like you did with the officers when they get hurt on the street, the police officers, I expected the same for our people. But I don't think that's happened. I don't think any of our families, of our fallen officers, gotten a phone call from you. You know, thanking them for the sacrifice that they made and making promises that you're going to do what you can to make it better for us behind the wall so things like this don't happen again. Give us the staffing. We're understaffed nationally. We can't be effective with programming if we don't have the proper staff. And then as I'm watching this summit, this is all I hear.
This is an issue that I had personal experience with. When this all started back in the early 2000s, General, I had no idea I was going to be indicted. But I was. So this became really personal for me.
I think for me, it's personal why we need to come together. When I was 22, my husband was sent to prison.
Do you know what's personal to me? How about Sergeant Basserman, who got stomped on by an inmate, SCI Somerset, taken out? What about Sergeant Megan Callahan, who went to respond to a fire in the dorm, taken out? What about Lieutenant Stephen Floyd, who was in a riot at James T. Vaughn, taken out? What about the 4 staff members at Pasquotank in North Carolina? Wendy Shannon, Justin Smith, Veronica Darden, Jeffrey Howe, taken out. That's personal to me. And what are we doing to make sure this doesn't happen again? Tear Talk, Anthony Gangi out.